Hello, hello, my darlings. Let's go ahead and get some cleansing. The cards have already been cleansed, but just cleansing this space a little bit. All right. So today is Friday, day of Venus. So it has to do with love, pleasure, indulgence, money. And because it has to do with love, I decided to use Tarot of Sexual Magic. So if you don't like explicit images, I suggest you click off now because this is a very explicit deck and it's going to show very explicit things. Okay? Like very. So if you don't like that, just go ahead and quit now. Today's collective is definitely going to be about love, though most of the time it usually is. And because they've gotten so long and we have usually like a part 2 and a part 3, actually, I forgot this one. I haven't done reversals, so let's go ahead and do that while we're talking. Part 1 is usually like an hour long. That one is usually free. But since, you know, we're going to be doing a part 2 and usually a part 3 as well. For those, I'm going to be using the Romance Angels Oracle. And today I'm going to throw in the Hidden Truth Oracle because it's a love reading and it's very specific about love. So we're going to make it a little spicy. Okay. I hope you guys stay until the end. And if you want to watch part 2 and part 3, please make sure to subscribe. Since I'm not really doing personal readings right now, that is the main source of my income. And I appreciate those who can support and are doing so. Because I know some of you are just not doing so yet, but will. So anywho, I'm actually really happy. I haven't heard a lot about scammers recently. I keep blocking them, and I set up Facebook/Meta has this program where you can set up people that are blocked immediately based on certain keywords. I've tried doing that. I hope I'm not blocking any of you by doing that. As long as you don't use those keywords of let me do a reading for you, it should be fine. But regardless, I'm really happy I haven't really heard anything about that recently. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. What's coming up in today's collective? Let's start. Okay, so we've got 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this deck also has additional significances. Ooh, with the Hermit. Apart from the traditional sense. So as long as it aligns with the traditional sense, I won't mention anything specific, but if it doesn't, I'll add some more, okay? So in this case, when this card is upright, it shows somebody who wants to approach but is afraid to, is hesitant. And it's in reverse. So I'm going to take that as the opposite, depending on the energy, right? So the Hermit is also here. So I feel like somebody has kind of kept themselves isolated. And I think at one point this was upright, where it's because maybe they were afraid to approach, but now it's in reverse. So somebody here is losing fear of stepping up. Let's see. Clarify the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Moon card in reverse. Ooh, 7 of Swords upright. Queen of Swords in reverse. Wow. Okay. So this has more to do with the fact that this could be a Queen of Swords so far. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, possibly. Hermit is Virgo energy. But it could be that there's a queen who is afraid to approach because maybe she hasn't been honest. She is showing up in reverse with the 7 of Swords and the Moon. Both of these cards are about a lack of honesty. So, let's see. Let's move forward. Let's see what it is that she hasn't been honest about and who it is she's afraid of approaching. Okay, so the World came out sideways, but it feels like this. So the World card is in reverse, upright. I'm going to be showing out the delicious images. The World card upright, in reverse, and the 9 of Pentacles upright. Ooh, Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Now, as you can clearly see, Knight of Swords has to do with someone being dominant, someone being the BDSM role, right? Of dominant, submissive, but it's in reverse. With the World card in reverse. So I feel like this has something to do with somebody who refuses to submit because it's in reverse. And the World card says, it's like there's this lacking of completion because of it. Nine of Pentacles is also somebody who's independent. But if you notice, it's like she's independent, but I feel like somebody wants to possess her. Somebody wants to have a piece of her at least. Clarify the World in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify Nine of Pentacles in upright. Three of Cups upright. With the Six of Swords. Okay. So I said somebody who refuses to submit. But we're having a lot of third party energy. Previously we got the Seven of Swords, and now we've got the Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. So it could be that the reason she refuses to submit is because the person she's interested, or the person that's interested in her, could be in a commitment already, or they have a previous, what I mean by previous commitment doesn't have to be marriage. It can be like a job that maybe they put a lot of energy into. It can be multiple things. But Three of Pentacles in reverse, it's not over yet because the World card is in reverse. But Three of Pentacles in reverse says it's also not stable. It's not well established. Three of Cups, there could just be a friendship right now. Or this is, you know, with the Nine of Pentacles and the way it's showing up, the way this energy is set up, it looks like he's, you know, he's cutting a piece of her hair because it's almost like he wants to have at least a piece of her. So Three of Cups could be somebody who's offering friendship because they still want to stay in connection with this person, even if they can't, you know, if they can't be in control of them. And Six of Swords, it's almost like somebody thinks this is the best solution. So I don't know if this is her. This could be her. This could be her offering a piece of herself to somebody, but not fully, not the rest of her, because it's not complete, right? So let's see. So far we've got a Queen of Swords in reverse, which in this case, I don't see it as cruelty, but I also see it like she's not being, that might be why she's in reverse. She's also not being completely, it's not full of integrity, because if somebody's in a connection, you know you're attracted to them, it's better to just stay away, right? Let's see. So she's not really being true to herself. Let's see. What else? I'm going to try and not chew gum, but at some point, if I start getting really, you know, a dry throat, I'm going to have to. Four of Cups. With the Hierophant in reverse. So if you notice, the Hierophant in reverse does have two people administering to him, right? Ooh, and look at the Lovers again. So this could definitely be a woman who's caught in a love triangle. Four of Cups. This also looks like some secrecy, right? Let's clarify. Clarify Four of Cups. Now, Hierophant in reverse tells me there is something unconventional about this connection. Strength card and Temperance in reverse. Ooh, talk about a contradiction. Okay. So Strength card is about holding back, having willpower, having the, you know, decisiveness to hold back from passion, from expression. And Temperance in reverse is not being out of control, being imbalanced. So I feel like this is a connection that's really difficult. If we have If we have a Queen of, so far we have a Queen of Swords. That's who we've got, right? Two of Pentacles in reverse. Remember I said this is somebody who's not afraid to approach her. So she has somebody who's not afraid to approach her, but they could be in a commitment. And she is trying to hold back, but it's very difficult for her. And I feel like this is her because the Hermit is in reverse. I mean, the Hierophant is in reverse, which means she's not the one in the commitment. But Four of Cups can also indicate not wanting to have a missed opportunity, not wanting regrets. Let's see. Oh boy, is it that type of story today? Let's see. Oh, we got two. We've got the Fool card. Wow. The Tower in reverse. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my God, this is gonna be like a whole ass drama, I can already tell. All right, so Four of Pentacles in reverse, to me feels like somebody who's letting go. Like maybe she's trying to let go. She's trying to leave, set off on her own path, because she doesn't want betrayal, right? Because this is clearly a card of somebody being betrayed and it creating a lot of rage and resentment and hurt. And so it's almost like, so far the story I'm getting is of somebody who feels like they can't control themselves around somebody else who's in a partnership, who's in a commitment, and they're having to let go and leave because they're like, I don't want to be a third party. I don't want to be the person that, you know, betrays somebody who is in a commitment. Clarify the Fool. So she's trying to be honorable. Nine of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles. Clarify the Tower in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I feel like the person we're dealing with, or the one she's dealing with, is a King of Pentacles. Could be Earth energy. We did get Virgo so far. We also got the Hierophant, which is Taurus. We've got the World card, which is Saturn, Capricorn. So all the Earth signs are here. But we've also got Fool card, which is Aries and Uranus energy, Aquarius to me. And the Tower, which is Aries and Scorpio because of Mars. So there's a lot of energies out there. Nine of Wands in reverse, though. It means that she's leaving, and I do think we're still talking about this Queen of Swords. She's leaving because with this King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, it's hard, or it's difficult. It's hard. I'll start with my regular ass 12-year-old humor. It's hard is what she said. No, I'm just kidding. It's hard for her to put boundaries. She can't put boundaries between her and this person, and it's just better she leaves. But Five of Swords in reverse is because also with the Tower in reverse, she's trying to avoid gossip. She's trying to avoid conflict. She's trying to avoid betrayal, somebody feeling like they were made a fool of, trying to avoid it. So now the world is coming upright. She's trying to close this cycle and walk away because clearly staying in control is difficult for her and boundaries are being blurred. And she's just like, I've got to go. I've got to go. I've got to get out of this situation. All right, let's see, what else? Oh, we've got a few. So we've got the two, okay, so the Two of Swords looks like that, upright. And now it's in reverse. Oh, damn, booty. Then I got the Six of Wands, upright. It's in reverse. And then we've got the Two of Wands, upright. And this is how it came out in reverse. That's a lot of reversals. With Judgment. Oh yeah, very much so. Because so this is somebody who's leaving because with the Judgment card, it's like she can't help but if she's around this person, things come back to life over and over. They keep coming back to life. So with the Two of Swords, if you notice upright, it's like somebody's trying to coax her, right? Somebody's trying to like sweet talk her, almost be seductive with her. And if you look at them, and I always look at the art, right? Because it matters. If you look at the art, the masculine is still fully clothed while she's the one that's like already getting undressed, which means that, at least from her perspective, because I feel like this story is told from her perspective, she feels like she's the one that's like, she's being vulnerable, she's revealing herself, while the masculine is still fully, they're doing the seducing, but they're also doing very this is a mutual seduction though. The masculine may seem more in control because they're still wearing clothes, but the fact that she's, if you look at her body language, right? Yes, she may be the one undressing so far, but it's a mutual seduction because she's trying to tempt him, right? But it's in reverse, which says that she's trying to avoid this. Because in this reading, we're going to go a lot off of the images because the images are very telling, right? Six of Wands, again. It's like somebody giving attention to somebody else. And if you notice the type of energy it's around, we've got bunnies, which represent fertility. We've got doves, which represent like an innocence. And we've got, what are those? Cows? So it feels like a very springtime, which is all about fertility. It's about lust, right? Because it's like, it's very Aries-like energy. So she's sitting here showing her ass. But in reverse, it means that she doesn't want to do this. Because if she feels this strongly about somebody, it means that there's a piece of her that wants to seduce, right? Wants to open herself up to, because see, feminine seduction is very different from masculine seduction, right? Or masculine seduction is like, I'm going to pursue her. I need to make her surrender to me. The feminine seduction comes from surrender itself, right? And remember, it started off with somebody who was refusing to submit, refusing to surrender. So she knows that if she stays, she will surrender. And if you look at this Two of Wands, this is actually one of my favorite cards in this deck because it is sexual, but it's more sensual. Their body language tells you that this is somebody who's sharing a meal. They're looking into each other's eyes. They're still fully dressed, but it's like the intimacy between them is what is creating the sexual tension, right? So in reverse, again, this is something she's trying to avoid. She feels like maybe her and this person have a really good intimate connection, like emotional. And she knows if she stays, it's just going to get stronger and it's going to be really difficult to fight the sexual tension. Clarify Two of Swords in reverse. Let's see. Because this already sounds like a whole novel, I'll tell you that much. King of Cups. Clarify Six of Wands in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. Two of Wands in reverse. Six of Cups. Oh, Lord. And of course, the Strength card. Okay, so yes, this is the story so far. So she's dealing with somebody who has earth and water because the person already showed up as King of Pentacles, King of Cups. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But they're very good because this is a man who's very in touch with his feminine emotions. It means that they're very good at emotional expression. They're good at, that's why they're the ones that can seduce as well, right? But also we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which tells me a couple of things. First of all, these people in this story see each other almost every day or have some sort of daily contact because Eight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. It's things that we do in our everyday routine. So our 9 to 5, our gym, doctor's appointments, groceries, something in her daily routine puts her in contact with this person. And remember, now it's in reverse, the Six of Wands, which means if this is her job, like if she works with this person, she might even switch jobs. If this is somebody she works out with, like her personal trainer, she's going to switch gyms, switch trainers. Like she's trying to disconnect. That's why she's showing up in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody detached. It's somebody who's not communicating. Six of Cups, remember the intimacy, right? She's trying to avoid the intimacy. Six of Cups tells me these two probably shared a past life, which means that almost as soon as they met, they felt this like, I feel like I've known you forever type of energy. And of course, if they see each other every day and somebody's over here being emotionally available, open, it's going to be more and more difficult as time passes for her to contain herself, for her to restrain herself. Okay. My goodness, already so spicy. Let's see. What else do we need to know about this storyline? So we've got the Moon card, but it came out in reverse. And then we've got, oh, Four of Pentacles again. Huh. So this has to do with letting go, but the Moon card in reverse means that Moon card upright tells me that there's illusions, there's, you know, this is like somebody, two couples performing rituals under the light of the moon, right? But when it's in reverse, which to me is the energy of like magic. This is people trying to create magic. When it's in reverse, it's like she's aware that this isn't going to go anywhere. There's no magic in this connection. I mean, like there is, but it's not, of course, from the scenario, this is somebody who's probably committed or engaged or married. So she can't think of it like magical because in her mind, she's like, I have to let go. This isn't right. Clarify the moon. Two of Pentacles up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cherry. I just have to say something, right? I have to say something. I feel like we've all been, well, not all, because I can't really say that, but a lot of us, and I'm going to include myself in that because I've been there too. A lot of us have been in a situation where we're either attracted to somebody who's married or feel a really strong connection with that person. But it is something to take into account. This queen slipped. And I'm saying she slipped because she's showing up in reverse, which means that she's not performing at her best self, right? Queen of Swords is somebody who has a high set of personal standards. She expects a lot from herself and she expects a lot from other people. But the fact that she showed up in reverse means that she's doing something she already did something she's not proud of. So either they already had an affair or she gave in to the emotional connection and now she's like backtracking, trying to find a way out of it. So a big reason that I'm addressing that is because Queen of Swords is Libra energy, right? It can also be Gemini, Aquarius, doesn't have to be any of those, but it's also somebody who, the reason she's known as diplomatic is because she has the ability to see things from other people's perspective. So if this is a feminine energy, whether it's a woman or it's a man with a lot of feminine energy, this is going to create a lot of regret because what they're doing is putting themselves in the shoes of the person that is the other woman, the other person, right? I'm not saying it has to be a woman, but if this is a very straight triangle and it's a man with two women, because it doesn't have to be, right? the LGBTQ community has their love triangles too. Everybody does. It's a human thing. Let's just say it's a traditional man, two women. She's thinking of the other woman. She's thinking of the one that's already committed to this person, how she would feel if she was that woman and there's this situation going on. So there's already guilt. There's already like this is not magic. This is wrong. I need to stop. Chariot in reverse. It's pulling in all that energy because Chariot upright is somebody who's using their will and tenacity to get something done. When it's in reverse, they're using that will and tenacity to pull back is the way I'm seeing it, especially in this story. Two of Pentacles, she is reorganizing her priorities. I think for a long time she prioritized the masculine in this story. And Knight of Cups upright, she felt like I'm being idealistic. I'm looking at things that aren't there and that aren't going to happen, which means she also probably knows that this person's never going to leave their commitment. And it's the magic, it's the excitement of this connection that keeps them tied to her. So she's like, no, I have to stop. I have to let go. Okay. Now let's see. What else? Eight of Cups. With the Ten of Pentacles. This is difficult because Eight of Cups actually denotes somebody who's trying to walk away emotionally, right? Especially emotionally because it's cups. But if you look at the body language, this looks like her trying to break away and saying we can't, and the masculine being persuasive. Now, it's not forceful, right? It's not like he's raping her. That's not what's happening here. It's more like it's very difficult for her to resist the temptation. Because in this, the Ten of Pentacles should indicate stability, right? But especially with the Devil, looking at it, this is more like temptation. This is like the forbidden fruit is what it feels like to me. So it's very difficult for her to disconnect. Let's see. Clarify Eight of Cups. Ten of Wands in reverse. And the Star card. I'm going to read the reversals a little different today because it just applies differently, okay? So Ten of Wands in reverse indicates two things to me. One, this connection is not a burden to her because it's pleasurable, right? There's so much pleasure that she gets from this person's presence. But Ten of Wands in reverse is also the fact that she has to let it go. It's not difficult being in this connection because when you enjoy somebody's energy that much, it's never a difficulty. But it's like having to release it because this isn't Star in reverse. Is like she knows it's not in everybody's best interest to continue this connection, basically. Oh man. Let's see. So we've got, speaking of the Star card, but it's in reverse. And then we've got the King of Cups, but it also came out in reverse. This is interesting. I was going to say, Justice card. There we go. She's doing this because she thinks this is what's right. And she's right. This is what's right. If somebody's in a commitment, and because here's the thing, I'm not saying that doesn't happen, right? But I'm going to use an example. I think it was Will Smith was the one that when he met his current wife, Jada, he was in a commitment. He was married, I believe. And if I remember correctly, as soon as he met her, he knew he wasn't in the right connection. He ended that like this because he was like, I can't be in this connection and be in love with this other person. So it happened. Obviously, he didn't plan it. Probably nobody did. But having feelings outside of a connection, the right thing to do is I need to end this and then pursue what I want. That's because I'm not saying it doesn't happen that you realize you're in the wrong connection with the wrong person, et cetera, et cetera. But there are ways to do it that you don't go around dishonoring everybody involved. So with the Star in reverse, when the Star is upright, it shows her being, she's pouring energy out. So when it's in reverse, I feel like she stopped giving energy to this. Now, we already had the King of Cups show up, right? But if you look at the body language, this shows like she's being, again, it's like a submissive energy. It's like showing that she's at his service. So in reverse, that also stopped. And I don't think it's because the emotion stopped. I think it's because Justice card, like she's trying to do what's right. She's trying to do what's fair to everyone involved. Clarify the Star card in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. Page of Pentacles. Clarify King of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups upright. With the Ace of Wands. Okay, so we got big dick energy here. So it could be, this makes me think, especially with this storyline we've got going on, that there was hella attraction between her and this. I'm going to call the person King of Cups because so far the King of Cups has showed up twice, King of Pentacles once. So let's call him King of Cups. So could it be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy? Doesn't necessarily have to be. So there was a lot of attraction between her and this person. But the Nine of Swords in reverse with the Page of Pentacles is Nine of Swords upright tells me that there was a lot of guilt on her part. There was a lot of anxiety. So she's trying to let that go. Page of Pentacles upright. She feels like this is meant to teach her a lesson, maybe about boundaries, because that's what's been showing up so far, right? Nine of Cups upright. This whole connection felt like an indulgence to her, right? Like it was a treat. Like I said, this wasn't difficult. For her to be around this masculine was just a delight, a pleasure. So Justice card indicates she feels like this pleasure that she felt is wrong for someone else, and she has to pull back. She has to stop. At least this is better. I like this story because we're human, right? We feel things sometimes that we're not supposed to. And how we react to it, though, is what's telling. For example, anybody can feel jealousy. Anybody can feel envy. Anybody can feel anger, rage. That's human to feel those things. It's whether you act on it or not. It's whether you follow through with what's behind it that shows your humanity or lack of. Because somebody that has humanity is thinking of everybody involved, right? Well, I don't want to say that because there's selfish people they still have humanity. I'm saying that the greater your feeling of humanity, it means that you're thinking of other people as well with your actions. And in this case, I like this because it shows that, yes, she's human because she feels the same things everybody else feels, but she's also being humane in the sense that she's thinking of everybody involved, not just herself. All right, so upright, this is the Ten of Cups in reverse. It's 10 cups spilling out. Oh my goodness, Three of Wands. This card is always interesting to me because of this red ribbon they both have on their calves. In Chinese mythology, there is oh man, I forgot his name. There is a god of, I think he's the god of marriage or romance, and he calls it the red thread of fate. I was gonna try to say thread and string at the same time. The thring. Okay, the red thread of fate. He would, when souls were coming into being birthed, right? He would tie two people together with that red thread of fate, which indicated they would end up being married further down the line. So I feel like the red thread here indicates that, especially when she first met this person, she felt like, if you look at this, is people that are feeling immense passion, right? It's like being unable to stay away from each other. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Again, that's what's being let go. I think it's at some point she had the illusion of I feel like this is my partner. This is my person. And if she did feel a lot of emotional fulfillment, it's in reverse now because she's feeling guilty. She's feeling like, I'm doing something wrong. I'm over here calling somebody else's person my person. I need to stop. Oh, wait, let's clarify. Let's clarify. I'm getting overexcited. Clarify. Ten of Cups in reverse. Eight of Pentacles upright. King of Cups upright. Ten of Swords in reverse. And the Lovers. Wow. With the Tower in reverse again. Twice already. So, Eight of Pentacles. The more she is around this person, the more emotionally available and loving they are. This is creating a lot of difficulty, right? She's trying to avoid a Tower moment. She's trying to avoid the Ten of Swords, which means betrayal. It means, betrayal is really what's coming to mind, especially with this one over here. So she's trying to avoid that. She's trying to avoid a choice coming up. Because remember, so far we've seen friendship. I don't know that the people involved at least ever crossed the line. They might have, because it's a collective, right? Could apply multiple ways. If they did cross the line, she's trying to stop doing so because the chemistry is there, undeniably, right? But as we just opened the deck to Justice card, she's trying to do what's right. Let's see, what else? Wow. Wow, Knight of Wands upright. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got the King of Pentacles again, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but it's in reverse. So upright, it shows a king who's approaching a woman who is like just barely, she's only got one last shred to drop, right? Which means I think at one point this applied because now it's in reverse. At one point, this king is showing up almost completely bare in front of her, but still showing up with regal energy. And she's just stripped. Like she has no, look at this. She has no control of herself around this person. Interestingly enough, the masculine is wearing a red cape in both. Definitely the same person. But it's again, trying to avoid this, right? Because there is, at least on her side, it could be it's not mutual, but so far, because I've seen friendship, but it could be mutual. And it's the energy of this needs to be released. This needs to stop because the King of Pentacles in reverse is somebody in a commitment. But in reverse, it could also show that maybe they're not, like maybe they're in the commitment for status. Maybe they're in the commitment for, almost like there's reasons they need to stay in the commitment, but they don't want to be there. I don't know if they're saying that or they're showing that with their actions. Knight of Wands, this is showing up with the king though. So I feel like the king also felt passion. There was also this feeling of possibly enjoying the surrender that she gave. Clarify Knight of Wands upright. But I will say Knight of Wands is a little bit more like player energy. Nine of Wands in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. King of Pentacles upright again. With the Fool in reverse. Yeah, okay. So at some point, I think she understood this. She understood this person may enjoy my presence, but King of Pentacles upright as well. They're also not leaving. They're not taking a leap of faith. It's not like anything's going to happen between me and this king. It's not like he's about to leave his wife, his girlfriend, his fiance for me. Nine of Wands in reverse. It was obviously, as we can tell, very difficult for her to put boundaries because she's showing up just completely bare, vulnerable. Five of Swords in reverse. She's going to have to admit defeat. Admit that this is not her person, right? She can feel all of this passion for them, all of this even love for them, but that does not mean it's her person because they're clearly committed elsewhere. Two of Swords, and they're not even indecisive about it. They're just like, no, I'm committed, but I enjoy your energy. And she's just like, yeah, no. This is wrong. I can't do it. Pulling away. Because otherwise she'd have to accept that she's just the other woman in a connection where she'd be dishonoring somebody else and herself, really. Let's see. Wow. Two of Cups upright. Oh, wow. With the Magician upright. Okay. So there might have been an emotional connection and a lot of passion on both sides, but I'm just telling you, it also came up like nothing's going to happen. That doesn't mean that this person could have like property with their partner. They could have children with their partner. Like they do feel a lot of connection to this Queen of Swords, but that doesn't mean they're going to do anything about it. The potential is there, but you know, it's just a fling. Clarify Two of Cups upright. Clarify Two of Cups upright. Two of Pentacles and King of Cups. On some level, this king was taking her seriously in the sense that she started becoming a priority to them on some level. But becoming a priority for someone isn't the same thing as this being okay. Because they keep showing up both upright and in reversed, right? King of Cups in reverse, they showed up as King of Pentacles in reverse, but they also keep showing up upright, which means that I think that they go back and forth between being emotionally available, loving, but they could also be manipulative. They could also be almost like, in a way, they might see her as their possession, especially with all of this sexual tension going on. And with her submissive energy showing through, because she does show up like surrendering, it means that there's a part of her that enjoys that. She gives into that. But it's because there's this emotional connection. They're becoming a priority to each other. And that's probably where she was like, oh no, this has to stop. It's going too far. Let's see. Okay, so upright, this is the Six of Swords, but it's in reverse. And then we've got Page of Cups, but it's in reverse. So Six of Swords tells me that she felt in reverse, right? Six of Swords is the energy of finding a solution to something, moving past something. So on one level, she felt like she couldn't get past this connection. And on another level, there wasn't a solution to it, because from what I can tell, it's like it started off possibly with friendship, then with attraction, and it kept getting deeper and deeper. Now we're at the Two of Cups. And there's no solution because this other person isn't walking away from their marriage, which means she's only going to sink further and further into this. Page of Cups in reverse tells me, if you notice the image, this card is built because this person is showing they're upset because they're imagining this isn't real. They're imagining the person that they're with someone else, and it's creating jealousy, rage. So she might have started feeling this because the person that she's in love with is the one with somebody else, right? That might have added to the feeling of like, how ridiculous is it to be jealous of somebody that is clearly in a commitment with someone else and they chose to be there, right? That's ridiculous because she's the one that is the third party. She's the third wheel. Clarify Six of Swords in reverse. Seven of Pentacles upright. Eight of Swords, yeah. Woof. So Seven of Pentacles is like she feels like she's been investing way too much energy into this. Eight of Swords in reverse. She wants to free herself. She wants to let go. Like I feel like this is like a quicksand for her. She keeps sinking further and further. And it's like, I have to get myself out of this. Because let's be clear. If she's in a connection like this, right? Where somebody is in a commitment, but they don't want to let her go. That means she's giving them something that they're not getting where they're at. Which of course would boost her ego in the way, right? It would give her this energy of, I'm needed by this person. But if she's just going to focus on her ego, she's going to keep hurting herself and everybody involved. Because at the end of the day, let's be real, she's not that important. She's not important enough for this person to change their life for her. Whatever she gives is like an indulgence to them too. And there might be a strong emotional connection, but it doesn't mean that they're going to get a divorce. It doesn't mean that their life is going to change. And that's just reality. So we've got the Page of Wands, but it's in reverse. Ooh, the Death card. Okay. So yeah, she's putting an end to it because upright, this is like a little escapade, exploring each other. In reverse, it's like, no, this needs to stop. It needs to end. And it's interesting, the Death card here shows up feminine, right? So usually the Death card has no gender, but in this one definitely shows feminine energy. I'm not saying it has to be, because we all know that doesn't matter. Clarify Page of Wands in reverse. Way too many. We're just going to get the one. Of course, that's the only one that matters. That's the only one that matters. 3 of Swords. That's it. That's the one that matters. Because 2 of Cups has shown up twice already, right? So she knows that there's a really powerful bond between herself and this person. But it's a powerful emotional bond. That does not mean, like I said, that their whole life is going to change for her. That's not going to happen. So 3 of Swords, it's the realization of there can be a powerful bond, but she's the one that's going to have to end it. She's the one that's going to have to walk away because, let's be real, the masculine in this story kind of has his cake and is eating it too, because he has everything he wants. He has the stability, whatever it is that his relationship gives him, he has that and he has her. So although she may feel good with his energy, in reality, she's the one that is going to get the least out of this. So yeah, it's recognizing, okay, my heart is broken, but I've got to end this. I've got to let go. 6 of Cups. Wow. Wow. Queen of Cups, upright. Now, interestingly enough, the King of Cups has come out upright, but in the clarifiers. In the actual spread, they came out in reverse, and she's coming out upright. So she definitely fell in love with this person. They may have done so because 2 of Cups is here, but with the King of Cups in reverse, I don't think that they expressed that fully. Or they didn't express it to the same level. Because, of course, they have more to lose, right? So 6 of Cups upright is living with the memories. And it's also, I don't know if you realize this, she's looking at an image of, it kind of looks like 2 masculines in an embrace. So it could be that she realized, this could be a story where this is somebody who, like the masculine could be with another man. And maybe she's attracted to somebody who's not even into her gender. And there is a strong bond, but it's not, for them, it's not sexual. And for her, it is. That could be it too. Because that could be why they're showing up kind and loving, but not in love with her. 2 of Cups could indicate just a really strong emotional bond. So there's that possibility as well. She could be with somebody who isn't even attracted to the gender that she is, or the preference, right, that she has. Whatever it is, 6 of Cups tells me she feels like she's just going to be living with the memories. Clarify 6 of Cups. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles upright, and the 4 of Cups. Yeah. So 4 of Cups overall is like, this is, to her, this is the one that got away. In her mind, it's going to be the one that could have been, but wasn't and isn't. 9 of Pentacles, she stays single. With the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I don't think, because she is in heartbreak right now, she is in separation from the person she loves, I don't think she's going to go out looking for anything to replace this anytime soon. Page of Pentacles upright, it's more like right now she's focusing on, what did I learn from this? What lesson did this teach me? How can I avoid getting into this again? Which is, that's the right approach. Examining the whole situation clearly. All right, let's see. Ooh, had this one pop out. Wow. Ace of Cups. And the Magician. With the King of Wands. So the person that she's into, this is confusing. Because it's like they're into her, but then they're not into her. She's important, but then she's not that important. This is truly kind of like Okay, so the image that's coming to mind, it's like, you know how in the old times, the emperors, the monarchy, kings, all of them, they had people that were really important to them emotionally, right? They had their concubines, their women. That doesn't mean that this person would have control of that king's decisions, because a king or an emperor is going to have a lot more on their plate. They can't make decisions with their heart. So I feel like although the potential was there, this is somebody who maybe does have a lot of responsibilities, and they see themselves like somebody who can't make a decision with their heart. With the Magician, there's a certain goal that they have in mind possibly. So although if you look at their body language, this is a lot of intimacy, right? And it's not even sexual. Like, yes, they're both naked, but they're just holding each other. They're just embracing. But they're completely bare with each other, which means that there was this really strong, I show myself to you, you show yourself to me type of energy. The potential was there. But potential doesn't matter if both people don't nurture it. And although this king definitely had the power to make something happen, they've got bigger fish to fry. And I know it sounds terrible, but they've got bigger fish to fry than whoever this queen is to them. She may be important to them, but they've got other things that they've got to deal with. Clarify Ace of Cups, that are more important than her to them. So we've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Page of Wands, Six of Wands in reverse, and there she is, Queen of Cups. Clarify the Magician. With the Lovers. And the Ten of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands makes me think somebody got blocked. Because of the way things are playing out, and it keeps showing up as the queen being the one to put an end to this, I think that she may have blocked the masculine. Because with the Page of Wands, if she keeps open any line of communication, she's going to fall into it again, right? With this type of connection, she's going to fall into it again. And with the Ten of Wands, we already showed that it's not difficult for her to fall into it again, but she wants to release it. She wants to let go. Six of Wands in reverse, because again, she has to stop giving attention to this. She has to stop giving emotion. She keeps showing up as a Queen of Cups. She's very much in love. And when you're in love with someone, you want to give them everything, right? So this is like she's literally creating a barrier between herself and the person she's in love with, because giving this person everything is wrong. This isn't the right type of connection to give everything into. And then, and the Lovers. The choice, if you see the arrows being pointed at one person, right? So the choice, this person has already made their choice. And with the Magician energy, they're moving forward with that choice. So whoever they're committed to, that's who they chose. That's who they're moving forward with. So they've already shown her their decision. Even if she is important to them, their decision has already been made. And she's just like, I just have to live with that. I have to deal with it. All right, let's see. What else? The Hermit. Now, this is one of the energies we started with. And the Five of Wands. In both of these, it shows somebody watching a couple from a distance. Now, although it shows a masculine, I think that this is her in the sense of she's having to withdraw, right? She's having to stay away, especially create a blockage between her and this masculine, because watching him with the person he's in a commitment with is difficult for her, right? Five of Wands, it creates a lot of tension, possibly jealousy, anger, and she's just like, no. Because that's kind of dumb, right? That's his family. That's who he chose. That's his partner. How's she going to get upset at him showing intimacy or connection with his partner? Clarify the Hermit. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And Two of Cups. Now, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I think this is this person's partner, because King and Queen of Pentacles is usually in a relationship, right? I think for some time, the excuse that this Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups was using was, well, the King of Pentacles also showed up in reverse, right? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So it's almost like either she knew, maybe this king told her that it was a marriage of convenience, or it was a something about status, or maybe they had just been together so long, whatever. Something along those lines. I think for a long time, she let that be the excuse of why she kept fighting for this connection. Because with the Two of Cups, there was this, it feels like an understanding though. It feels like there was an understanding between these two. But with Hermit, it means like she had to realize she was introspective. She sat there thinking about it, like regardless of why, even if it's for all the wrong reasons, even if it's for convenience, even if whatever, even if they live separately, the point is they're still in a commitment. And she's still the one on the outside looking in on both of these. So of course that added to her resolve of, I need to let this go. This is not for me. Because especially somebody who's in Queen energy, this is not something they would do, right? This is more, somebody in this type of scenario would be more, and I'm not saying we haven't done it, right? But I'm saying usually when we go through situations like these, it's because we're more immature. We're not really developed. Our ethics haven't really developed. Our moral sense hasn't really developed. Our conscience and our sense of right and wrong hasn't really developed. But this is a grown woman because she's showing up as a queen, which means she knows better. And she's like, no, I can't do this. Let's see. What else? Woo, child. Upright, this is the Three of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. Oh, King of Swords. And in this one, interestingly enough, we've got a feminine ministering to the masculine, right? And we've got somebody else looking in on this situation. And interestingly enough, this card, Three of Pentacles, is about support. If you notice, he is supporting her, right? With his body, he's supporting her. In reverse, it means that part of the reason why she's pulling away is because she knows that she does not have this masculine support. It is what it is, right? She may be important to him on some levels, but she's not, like if there was a list, right, of who is this masculine's priority, she might be in the top 5, but she's not number 1. And that's just, if anything, that might indicate to her there's love, but it's not true love. Because when it's true love, you're willing to sacrifice anything for that person. So, clarify Three of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles. It's time to go. It's time to depart. The train is leaving the station. 3 of Wands, time to look forward, time to expand, and time to change her life and let go emotionally, because she can sit here and give and give and give to this masculine when in reality, she doesn't have his support. This is something she'd be supporting herself. She'd be alone in this. Even if sexually he might be at her side, even if there's some hint of togetherness, it's not really there. So I'm going to end part 1 here. And those of you who are subscribed, I will see you on the other side. Thank you.